Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Danae, and I'm here with a message for you. I'm outside in one of my absolute favorite locations to be, and my favorite co host slash co star, this tree. If you know, you know. Not my first time recording here, but it's definitely one of my favorite places to be in nature. And it's such a beautiful fall day that I'm just happy to be outside before it starts to get too cool for me. I get pretty cold pretty easily, so although I don't like the absolute heat, I don't like the absolute cold either. So let's just see what message we have today. Hope you're doing well on this Thursday. Yeah. Thursday. Week is almost wrapping up. It is Thursday, right? I think so. Wow. Is it really? Hold up. Because if it is, I feel like it was just Monday. It's just moving too fast. Way too fast. All right, so we got the Three of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Five of Wands. First of all, I hope you can hear me with my hair covering my earpiece. And these things are raining down from the trees. You know, the trees start shedding like raggedy hair. Not mine, by the way, as you can see. But if it starts to rain some like strange debris, just know it's from the tree. So Three of Pentacles, the Page, of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Okay, so that is, all right, so we got some type of collaborative effort going on here, which to me, it would appear that whatever it is, by way of this Page of Swords, but by way of this Five of Wands, conflict and confusion, that all is not going as planned, or at least there is not peace in this plan as it stands. So there's this looks like an odd man out with the Page of Swords looking, or if he is a part of this planning, he's definitely perhaps, well, I don't know. I'm getting, well, I said odd man out for a reason. So I'm getting that there is a plan of action here. There's some collaborative effort by way of the Three of Pentacles, but then there is this Page of Swords that maybe perhaps he's either keeping an eye on some other plan or looking from a distance on how he can infiltrate or change that plan in some regard. And maybe that there lies the conflict, because there's the Five of Wands, which means that there's some chaos and confusion in this collaboration. But how does the Page of Swords fare? Maybe he's been left out. Maybe he's been left out. Maybe the plot and plan is on him, not with him. And then the Five of Swords. Let's get some more cards. Well, let me see what's on the bottom. The World card, that's the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. End of the world. Why did I say that? Well, maybe it's the end. Yeah, okay. So it's the end of a group effort. And now what once was cohesive is now all at odds with the Five of Wands. Now, how the Page of Swords plays into that, I don't know if he's the one that kind of dismantled the group in some way, shape, or form, because the Page of Swords can kind of be like an observer or even a stalker for all intents and purposes. Let's see, can I get a couple more, Spirit? Let's see where we at. Ooh, that was a death card that tried to pop up. Yeah, definitely an ending of something. With the world card and the death that tried to pop in, pop out, something's come to a halt. Now we got the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Hangman, and the Ace of Pentacles. Let me take a look, see. Jay, don't do that. Don't throw that in the dirt.
I did.
So we got the Queen of Wands, who's an action taker, and then we got all these wands. It's like, it seems like there's an attack launched on someone that's in the Hangman. Is that the Hangman upright? Yeah, the Hangman. Somebody is stuck on the brunt end of an attack. But what's the Page of Pentacles for? Maybe, oh my gosh, I'm just hearing crazy stuff. Somebody got paid. So maybe this Page of Swords is what I'm feeling might be the one who's the odd man out, kind of stuck in limbo. And this Queen of Wands has been the spearhead of some attack on account of this page, on account of this Ace of Pentacles. Like she's launched an attack on the Hangman for the purposes of gaining some big payday. That's what I'm getting here. And the Queen of Wands, like, I'm going to get into it a little more, but the Queen of Wands in this regard, if she's launching attacks, I don't know. I struggle to believe that that's a high vibrational Queen of Wands energy, because who's launching attacks on a sitting duck? Somebody that's in the Hangman stuck position that's either not in a defensive mode or can't defend themselves. They're almost like unaware, you know what I mean? Like, almost unaware of what's coming toward them. What's this? Yeah, and then the Ten of Wands. I'm not going to take that, but it came out fair game. And then we got the Moon card on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, thank you. That's what I needed to know. So it's this some type of feminine energy who has some operation of power in some regard, is launching an offensive attack against someone. This Hangman is like a sacrifice, is what I'm seeing, because he's the only thing standing in the way between, if you see, he's the only thing in between the attacks that are coming and this Queen of Wands getting to that pentacle. So there's some objective for money or a payday or some return of a high octane of energy or power that is objectified perhaps by this group. Now that I'm seeing the Five of Wands and I'm seeing the Eight of Wands, that is this collaborative effort of aggression to, okay, so that this is the aggressive, it's like the angry mob here in the Five of Wands, because whomever this Page of Swords is, as I said, he was once a part of this agreement and a part of this group, but now he's the odd man out. I said that from the very beginning. For whatever reason, I don't know, but here we have the Page of Cups, which I have right under this trio of cards. Unfortunately, you can't really see the cards like you usually do. But the Page of Cups is under this chaos and confusion and this plan going wrong. And, you know, it looks like maybe the Page of Swords switched sides or turned over on whom he was originally collaborating with, and he on who he was originally collaborating with, and now he's in this Page of Cups energy, which is, you know, more or less I'm getting that he's definitely gone and run his mouth. That's as best as I can say it. Whether because these are messages with the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. He said too much to perhaps the wrong people, or in the wrong timing, or in the wrong setting. I don't know, but he's upset on account of what he's been saying, or the information that he's shared. Maybe perhaps that has ultimately put him on the outside of this collaborative effort, is what the masses are angry about, are mad about. And now he's become on the defensive, perhaps even unbeknownst to him. And by way of the moon card, you know, we got that solar eclipse with the new moon coming up in a couple days. And with the moon card, I'm getting that it's something that he's not seeing coming, that's coming toward him. Whether it be, like I said, an angry mob or some offensive, but it's all fair game though, because the Temperance card is here with the Three of Cups and the Fool. Yeah, I get the sense that whatever he, because the Fool is about a new beginning, but it looks like some people are already celebrating the fact that if it was him going away from this Three of Cups, then I would see that more as him getting a fresh start away from this group situation or establishment, whatever it is. But it's like he's walking right into it, and they're celebrating. It's like they're already celebrating his demise, whereas, in the practical sense, he's about to walk off that cliff, because he doesn't see or know any better. That's in the lowest vibration. And the upright is walking off the cliff in faith and knowing that you're going to be caught on the other side. My issue is, though, even with the Temperance card here, yeah, I don't get the sense that this is it's a new beginning, but it's a new beginning of karma and balance for whatever it was that he disconnected from and tried to leave behind. By way of that Three of Pentacles, this is the Three of Cups, where they were conspiring, some plan and plot together. Now it's like they're already toasting to the success of it in some way, shape, or form. And the Temperance card to me is saying that whatever the fate is overall is justified spiritually. So it's like literally like karma. Let's see here. Temperance. Ooh, eek. Eek. And there's the attack. Post the attack. This is literally the Nine of Wands after that 8. Damn, what the freak is this? And I'm sorry, somebody's like banging his dent out of it. Looks like he's trying to bang a dent out of his car or something. That's the only reason I would imagine for banging on your car like that. But this is the Devil card with the Nine of Wands. That's definitely, that literally is like PTSD and a wounded warrior on the attack from a demonic force. And I'm just getting that it's these individuals that, as I said, he once was connected to, that now have gone on the offensive against him and are putting the pressure on him in one way, shape, or form, or plotting and planning an ambush. That's what I hear. It's an ambush with the Eight of Wands. And I feel like it's an energetic ambush that's going to put him in this like sacrificial position with all this wand energy. We got the Eight of Wands, the Five of Wands, and now the Nine of Wands. This is not good news for whomever this Page of Swords, Hangman, Page of Cups person is, who has no idea. It's like, okay, what I'm seeing is like this Three of Cups, it's like he is going into something thinking he's a part of the celebration, or maybe he gets invited to some type of event or something like that that's supposed to be celebratory, like, you know, a party, or, you know, it's definitely, it's about to be Halloween. But this is feeling like something, I don't know, like, because this feels sudden with the Eight of Wands here behind the Queen of Wands. That's fury, like, and it being qualified by the Moon card and now the Devil card, that's like somebody who is on a rampage. So this isn't giving me like as far away as maybe even Halloween. This is giving me like maybe this weekend where somebody thinks they're going to some type of celebration. Because remember, he's the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. Like, there's something about him. I think the reason why he doesn't see this coming is because he's not aware that they're on to his obstinance to the group. It's like the Page of Swords is kind of like a sneaky individual. He's looking from the outside in, like I said, observing, maybe even stalking. But I feel like he thinks he's stalking a perfect situation when in actuality he's being stalked. You know, like he's like they're keeping tabs on him more than he's keeping tabs on them, and there's much more of a collective force against him with him being the odd man out, because there's so much fury with this Five of Wands and the Eight of Wands with the Queen of Wands. And then the Devil card, it's like they've already marked him as the sacrificial lamb with the Devil card and the Nine of Wands. It's like his head is marked. And the Fool card, as I said, is him moving into some celebratory function. Like, it's a setup is what I'm saying. It's a setup. He's thinking he's going for one thing, but in actuality it's about to be a whole nother situation. And like I said, the Temperance card is here, which means that it's not even, it's like justified, at least by spiritual standards. It's fair, it's just, it's balanced. It's like his just desserts, because, ooh, and here's the, I didn't even see this under here, the Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is him going into this, wow. Going into this situation, this was all a part of this spread here. Going into this, going somewhere, coming in one way, but definitely being ambushed in the midst and leaving out another, like perhaps being completely caught up in some, I don't even know what that is, something dark. It's definitely some dark intentions here, whether he gets out of it or is privy to it beforehand is the question mark. But with regards to his energy, the only sly aspect of him that's indicated here is the Page of Swords, with him being a watcher and thinking that he's being slick about it. But the Page of Cups is him feeling like he's finessing a situation, but it's a page, it's not even the knight. Now this ambitious character here, by way of him with the Knight of Wands, it's like the tables quickly turn, because like I said, he's going into something probably expecting a good time and being the knight. It's like he's being lured. Okay, that's what it is. He's being lured into some situation by way of his own lust and desires. Like I said, maybe it's a party, maybe it's, I don't know, but there's something that he's being invited to that is ultimately right up his alley in terms of satisfying his more sensational self. The Knight of Wands, as we know, is someone that is lustful and overambitious in the lowest vibration. He can get caught up in his own lust and carnal desires and in immediate gratification. So imagine getting invited to a party because you think a certain someone is going to be there, or a certain something is going to be happening, i.e. when we're talking about the devil, we're talking about debauchery. You know, it's pulling on his addictions, his obsessions in some way, shape, or form. And it probably is of some lustful nature with all this wand energy here. Maybe a sex party, dare I say, I don't, some sexual encounter, you know, or opportunity that gets his wand going. But lo and behold, what he finds is not going to be what he was looking for. Yeah, and the strength card is here. That's absolutely having the will and the strength to abstain in some way, shape, or form, which by God I hope so, because it could literally be his lust that cost him his life in this regard. So let's see what else we got. Yeah, here goes the Ten of Wands again. No, this ain't looking good, bruh. Ten of Wands, part of me is the end of a cycle, but it's a tough cycle. This is like a lot of burdens on his back, and I don't even know if it's really truly the end. It might just be the beginning in some regard for him, that he's picking up more burdens than he's supposed to. Yeah, because we're going from the 8, the 9, 5, 8, 9, 10. The only thing we're missing is the 6, 7 between all those numbers, right? The 6, what's the 6? The 6 of Wands. Damn it, what's the 6? The 7, I always draw a blank when I have to know it on the spot. The 7 is defense, being defensive, defending yourself and standing your ground. And the 6 of Wands, come on, Danae, you know the 6 of Wands. It'll come to me in a second. I just want to know what's missing here, because it's like that's the missing piece. First of all, his defenses are down by way of the 7 of Wands missing. And the 6 of Wands, oh, victory. Yeah, that's victory and success. And it's because he's still holding on to some type of, like, his carnal natures are too captivating with this 4 of Pentacles. Maybe he thinks there's some monetary or energetic return in him answering to this invitation, whereas he probably knows deep down in his heart, you know, even if it's just the Page of Cups, which is just like mini intuition, kid intuition, there's probably some sign and signature that maybe it's not a good idea to accept this invitation, but there's something based on that attachment with the Devil card here that's just luring him in. And like I said, it's like it's going to be more burden than gain, more loss than gain at this time, because that's too many. Oh yeah, it's too many. Because of what he's still holding on to. Like, I get the 4 of Pentacles is like not wanting to miss out. You know, literally, it's really about being conservative or being overly possessive over a thing. Like literally how he's coveting these pentacles. Like he thinks he's going to miss something by not attending, even if it's just literally, like I said, not missing out, not being there, not being a part. He, for whatever reason, it matters to him to be invited to this function, you know, like whether it be for clout purposes or, like I said, some material opportunity, even to be rubbing elbows with certain individuals that he knows are going to be there. That, again, an opportunist is what it's given me. And sometimes being an opportunist, overly so, is definitely more burdensome than it is blessed, because it sometimes will put you in positions that, or have you sacrifice yourself to be, literally sacrifice yourself to be in positions that are not divine for you, simply on account of just wanting to not wanting to miss out, you know. So then we got the Page of Pentacles. Here goes that Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Chariot card, and then the Queen of Cups. This looks a little bit more promising. First of all, he's upgraded his, maybe he's going to get a message, or this is like him receiving the invitation, or looking at something online. Like maybe there's some intel that he's going to perhaps get that's very tangible, that's going to upgrade his intuition to know that he needs to be more on guard. And then what's the Queen of Cups about though? Maybe it could come from a oh wait, there's something behind here. It's the Six of Pentacles. Let me show you. The Six of Pentacles. The Page, the Six, the Knight of Cups, the Chariot. Oh wait, hold up. I just got the Chariot as the Popo. Then who's the Queen of Cups then? Ooh.
That's a mystery right there.
It is mysterious, but in a sense, okay, I was just saying how I feel it, because this is like a community card here. I get the sense that everybody's finna get a surprise at this party. It's gonna be a surprise party in more ways than one. That the invitation that's accepted, damn, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing that he's actually going to get the intel that it's not ideal for him to go to this party for whatever reason. Like he's seeing the disparity here. He's weighing the pros and cons here, the haves, the have-nots, the balance of it all, the literally the balance of which way to go. He gets the intel, which upgrades his intuition from a page to a knight, and either he still goes, I feel like he still goes, and that's why he's met here by this authority, because he had the opportunity to go with his deeper intuition, or maybe even get some advice. So from this queen, like this Queen of Pentacles, this Queen of Cups is giving me that that's someone that also has some type of intuition or intel and may be advising him, you know, like, I don't know about that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you should trust that or whatever. But who's all up in the middle but the Popo, the police with the Chariot card? That's who that is. And I feel like it's going to be the surprise party of the year for everybody that attends this affair, whatever it is. And the only way he could be potentially saved from it is to not attend. But everybody that goes is going to be caught up. Let me see. And here's the Queen of Pentacles under the deck. All these queens, maybe this is the Three of Cups gals. The Page of Pentacles, because we got the Queen of Wands. The bugs are starting to take over. We got the Queen of Wands. We got the Queen of Cups. Oh yeah. Confusion, delusion. This is like the debauchery of the party. That he's still considering, like he's weighing the options. He knows he probably shouldn't go, but his lower nature is pulling him in that direction. Is he going to go to this party? Oh my gosh. And that's under the Page of Cups, how I'm placing it. So it's like he gets the intel, he gets the upgrade in intuition. He knows, like, 10 of swords, that's not good. There's too many coming out, but that's 10 of swords. He gets the intel on the inside and the outside, or maybe the outside, what do you call it? Don't interrupt. The outside advice is what helps to upgrade his own intuition. Like, oh shoot, I didn't even think about it like that, because he was so glamored by just the invitation alone and the possibilities of being up in the place to be and what could come of it. Again, the opportunistic aspect of it, that he wasn't realizing, he wasn't seeing his own impending danger. And also partly because he thinks he's smarter than everybody. He thinks he's got the drop on everybody. Let's see what this is. And they have no idea. And then we got the Three of Wands. The yeah, this is it. Because he thinks by going to this party, it's going to put him in a position to ultimately gain some elevated status by way of this King of Pentacles. That's what his mind is on. That's what he's looking to invest in. But lo and behold, with the Seven of Pentacles, it's not going to be the return and reward that he's anticipating. It's not going to be that. It's going to be something far more offensive, literally. Now, what's the Empress card here for? It's like he's got a lot of feminine influence in his life, because the Empress is like a mom. Maybe that's the Page of Cups too. So she wanted to make sure, like, it ain't just any girl, it's his mama. Because I'm like, maybe he got some advice. He ain't even listening to his own damn mother. See where his head is turned from his mom, who's probably saying, nah, son, I don't think you should do it. It don't sound right. It don't feel right to me. Or unless she encouraging him to do it, and that's even worse, because we know he's gonna listen to his mom if he's in confusion in the first damn place, right? And he's thinking him investing, taking this chance and this risk to go one more time to be a part of whatever this situation is, taking the opportunity of a lifetime, is going to put him in this dynamic position of the King of Pentacles. And he's finna be waiting either for these cops to come and raid the whole spot or stop the whole party. The Emperor card, authority. What's the outcome of this, child? First of all, everything that I'm saying has a ring of truth to it with the Ace of Swords. This is mama saying don't go, don't do it, or him being indecisive. Either way, it doesn't have to be a feminine energy, or this is, like I said, that feminine energy that's the force behind this all, just sitting and waiting for his ass to come on in. But I don't think so, because she got her eyes wide open as far as the Queen of Wands is concerned. And what was the other feminine energy? Oh, that was pretty much it. The Queen of Wands, her eyes ain't closed. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's the strategist behind this. Stop, Jay. Okay. Behind all of this. The Two of Swords is some objection that he could have had two objective thoughts come across by way of someone that is the Queen of Cups separately, maybe a friend, and his mother, that's also saying no, don't do it, don't go, don't trust it, don't accept it. But what did he do? He's gone against truth, and he's ultimately, if he goes, let me say that, because if this hasn't happened yet, then me just speaking it out in the ethers could cause a change. But if he goes, this is the outcome, that he's going to be the sacrifice. It's going to be a big betrayal by way of the Ten of Swords. There's hella lies surrounding this whole situation as to what it truly is and what it isn't. And there literally is no truth to what's being told to him regarding this function or this invitation or opportunity. And it's only going to be to his detriment more than it is the others, but only because he knew better and he had the intel to it. I mean, like I said, everybody that's at this function is going down in some way, shape, or form. Everybody. But the fact that it's like Spirit gave him the exit sign, like gave him the intel by way of his own intuition, like small thoughts that he was having by way of the Page of Cups. Then he had somebody come and tell him, like, no, don't trust it. I feel trouble. He maybe had his own mother say, no, son, I don't think that's a good idea. And if he still went against or goes against all of that intel at the end of the day, then he'll only have himself to blame, because there have been far too many warnings for him to have still walked into that ambush thinking that he was going to fare any better than the Ten of Swords. It's like that's over. It's a wrap type of situation. Somebody might actually lose their actual life with the Ten of Swords. So his best bet, if he were to go, would be if the cops were to shut it down before ultimately somebody gets hurt. Otherwise, somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to get hurt at whatever this function is. And the Nine of Swords. And some people are going to jail. So if the cops get there first, best case scenario, some folks is going to jail. Worst case scenario, if they get there too late or not at all, somebody's going to get hurt. And the Eight of Swords. That's jail 2 times. Feminine and masculine energy here. So this is giving me that the plot planner, the mastermind, she's going to meet her demise one way or the other. I'm getting the sense that, by God, I pray it be so, that the Ten of Swords is more so the ending of all of this foolishness. And whereas the plotters thought that they were pulling one over on, the planners thought they were pulling one over on the sacrifice, and the sacrifice thinks he's getting one, he's slick enough to ultimately subdue or finesse his way out of being the sacrifice. The ending of it all is that, especially if he goes and doesn't listen to his higher self, is that everybody is going to be caught up in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. Hopefully not. But for sure and for certain, the Eight of Swords is an indication of spiritual imprisonment. And the Nine of Swords, that progression right there, going to the 10, 8, 9, 10, yeah, somebody's going to jail. Somebody's going to jail. And it's either going to be a physical incarceration or a spiritual one. And his best bet, honestly, at this point, is that it's more physical than spiritual, because what they got planned for him, by way of how I'm seeing these cards with this Ten of Swords and this Two of Swords energy here, that's that samurai soldier, like, and the Eight of Wands behind an erratic Queen of Wands who is out of control, forceful. You know, the Queen of Wands in the reverse is a ruthless individual in the lower vibration. That's someone that has no control over her impulses. She is very powerful and manipulative and seductive, so she knows how to rally the masses and get people on her side to do a thing, which in this case would be to rally this lynch mob against this character. She's very persuasive, and she knows how, and she's willing to use anything at hand, even her own being, to get the job done. So he'd be better off hoping that the police kick down the door, and that will be the saving grace for his life if he goes. Because if he does go, and there is no special force to save the day, this is a nightmare. This is like a Halloween situation come early. If this is some type of early Halloween costume party or something like that, it's going to be a freaking nightmare for sure. So I'm gonna leave it there, because I ain't come out here for no spooky stories, but apparently that's exactly what we got. So like I said, just sending the vibration of discernment out to whomever this may resonate with in the ethers, in real time, in spirit and in truth, that there is, that small voice is turned up to the top notch, and this person truly hears it before he puts himself in a position that he may not make it out of. And for the rest of us, who may not be able to relate so much, but also may be able to, because as I said, this is the season for celebratory functions. Not kicking it off with Halloween. Maybe there are Halloween parties starting up, and particularly this weekend. Oh my gosh, it's Friday the 13th. It's Friday the 13th. They're harnessing that energy and the solar. That's what the plan is, and that's why the moon card was under the deck. It's Friday the 13th tomorrow. We're in the spooky season, and the portals are already open by way of dark energy. People are already tapping in ways that they should not. There's opportunity to bring people together by way of said Halloween functions and spooky ooky type of stuff. It won't even be strange to be invited to something that's a little bit more taboo or on the dark side of things, because that's the season that we're in. So there's the wool over the eyes in that regard. And like I said, solar eclipse and new moon, these energies are with the Queen of Wands and the rage that she's in. It's not really a good time to try to pull this type of nonsense. Like the energy that they think they're harnessing to harvest is actually going to backfire tremendously. And that's also what the Eight of Wands energy is. And that's why she's in the Eight of Swords just as much as he's in the Nine of Swords, because the intention such as this, to harness this solar eclipse energy and this new moon vibration with these north and south nodes where they are, is going to be almost an immediate backfire. That's going to hurt your hands. It's sticky, spiky. Which is why I said everybody's going down if they try to implement this plan. Everybody is going down. It's not going to be the outcome that was intended. It's going to backfire in a way that nobody is going to win ultimately. And the only standout, kind of like to be continued, will he, won't he vibe of the scary story is whether or not this guy will listen to his intuition and go, or stay his ass home and stay far away from this. Because if not, either way it's going down. But if he goes, not only could he miss an opportunity to be saved before something harmful does occur. Friday the 13th, they got murder on their mind, is all I'm gonna say with this clan. This is a group of henchmen. A witch hunt is what I hear. And they not hunting, they are the witches, but they are collaboratively out for a sacrifice for whatever it is they're endeavoring to harness for this intensified energy that we're coming upon. So again, be very careful about invitations that you're accepting during this time. I'm not just saying this story for shits and giggles. This is for us all to be mindful, because it's that time of season where invitations are coming left and right, and it might seem like a good time and a good opportunity, but it might be an eternity of hell and damnation that you weren't even prepared to encounter. And God forbid that be your story. But if for a second you are feeling like, I don't really feel like going, even if it's just like, I don't feel like going, you may not even necessarily feel on the defense against those that are inviting you. Maybe it's not necessarily the host. Like, you can know you with all your being that you can trust who's inviting you to the party. You don't feel like you're in danger. But there are some moments even when you just feel, I've even had them, when you just don't feel like it. You don't feel like getting dressed. You don't feel like doing your hair. You don't have a babysitter, and then you're trying to, scrounge up to find somebody last minute. Like, things are falling apart around you to keep you from going, but you're still pressing forward to make it happen because you just don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss the fun. You don't, that FOMO feeling. You don't want to be the only one not there and everybody else is talking about it. Honey, if the universe is operating in a certain way to shut it down, let it be shut down. You're not missing a thing, but a chance for you to live another day. Or perhaps to avert some type of experience by way of, God forbid, an accident or just even an unfavorable time. You know, you thinking you're going there for one thing and it turns out to be a complete drag because the elements are what they are with the solar eclipse and the Friday the 13th energy, and you don't know who's people are harboring these energies and they don't even really know how to transmute them. So the best way to protect yourself sometimes is to be in solitude and to be extra selective about who you exchange energy with or invest your time into and with. You know, it really is that serious. If it's not looking like it's a go and things are interrupting the plan that's scheduled, trust the process and trust the universe. Trust God, trust source, trust whomever. Just know that it's not happening for no reason. It's probably for the best, okay? So y'all be safe out here. Yeah, y'all be safe out here. I know I will be. I'm not doing anything outrageous where I'm not even accepting no invitations to go no damn where for Halloween. It'll be me and my son doing whatever I feel guided for us to do. Yeah, however we feel guided and wherever we feel guided to go. But we damn sure won't be in any harm's way whatsoever. So,
No harm.
and of course, if it's connected to the kids, definitely
No harm.
definitely listen to your spirit. Listen to your spirit, or listen to the surroundings that are helping you guide your spirit to the best case scenario, okay?
Because kids can see them spirits.
They can. They absolutely can. It's plenty of times where you say stuff to me and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm listening. And sometimes my mind is not even on that, but if he says it, I hear him. And I listen accordingly. I never take lightly anything that he says because kids are uninhibited in the ways that we are.
To get me, but I'm fully covered.
Be careful. That in the ways that we can be sometimes. Like I said, we're sometimes fixated on, you know, being included or not being left out or not missing out, when in actuality it's that pure intuition that's unscathed and untainted that we all have. And that's why that Page of Cups came out first. That's like kid energy. The Page of Swords and the Page of Cups is that pure innocent intuition that's leading you in the right direction, that sometimes we shoo off, sometimes we dismiss our kids. Even I really don't, but in general we dismiss our kids who have a word for us. And like, perhaps your kid gets sick, or like I said, you can't find a babysitter, and it might piss you off that they're getting in the way of your plans, but little did you know they're actually saving your life.
Yep.
So trust the process and go with the flow. Do not try to move against it in this time. It's too sensitive. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
And go with your first instinct.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Not even the 100th or the 1,000, the 1 million, or the infinite.
The first one.
Yes.
The first instinct.
That's what I'm trying to go with.
Well, we hope they don't go with the 1,000 or the million, because that's far too late.
Yep.
Shoot, the third instinct might be too late.
Yep. The second instinct might just be way too late.
That's true. That's true.
You might mess around and lose your life out playing around out here. Stay safe.
In these streets.
Stay safe. And live your life for as long as you want and as long as you can.
Indeed. And how do we do that?
By going with your first instinct and trusting what you think is correct.
And listening to your spirit self,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
That's right.
And sometimes listening to your kids.
Yeah, for sure. Which ultimately is my spirit self right here. Ta-da!
I'm her spirit self because I look like her without my
No, that's not why. It's because of your energy, not what you look like. Even though, yes, you do look like me. Absolutely. But that's just the outer matching the inner. thank you for being my little spirit guide. I appreciate you.
And there are some times where I'm right, and sometimes she thinks I'm wrong.
Very rarely. Usually, if I
though.
think you're wrong, it's because I have some experience that could prove that. Not because I don't listen to what you feel, though. Because I do listen to what you feel and what you say. And I take it into account. Do I not?
You do.
I do. Yep. All right, so that's it.
Stay safe out here.
Stay safe out here. And until next time.
Peace.